Bart. How you doing?
I'm good. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Welcome back.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
That's 5 years as executive director.
Yep, in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy anniversary.
My anniversary was April 1st. So it's not lost on me. Yep. 2 weeks into COVID, I got the job, and then 2 weeks later, I started it April 1st.
Wow.
So I'm used to it, though. It was my grandmother's birthday, so it makes sense.
Well, yeah, what a time to start 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Well, it's a big year this year for Disability Connections, your
Yeah.
100th anniversary.
Yeah, it's a really big year. Started in 1925 with the help of Rotary. They were doing things in before that, but became an actual body, and then have been helping people with disabilities and their families in the community for the entire time. Even during COVID, we were open and we provided services, curbside and otherwise. So, you know, it's been a need for a long time, a community. The reason we exist and we're still here after 100 years is because of the support of the community. So
Nice. And the support is needed this year. You've got a very busy agenda, and I know funding is always an issue, but the support community can offer is, I think, in many ways, but not just financial.
yeah. Oh, there's lots of different opportunities. What's up there on the board right now is, we'll get to that in a minute, but it's this is Developmental Disability Awareness Month, and these are all the different things that are celebrated during the month. There's several months where, you know, we have things about disability employment awareness, and in July we have Pride Month. But there's lots of different ways that people can help in these. One of these is we ask people to recognize that there's people with disabilities in their community, right? And that understand, and that's an awareness thing, but acceptance of people and trying to understand why people are different and not just reject them because of behaviors or perceived behaviors. So that's an extremely thing. Awareness is great, but acceptance and understanding is way better. So it's great to be aware, but if you don't do something with it, what's the point of being aware with it? So we always ask people to do that. We have tons of different opportunities to give. You know, during this year, we're asking people if they really want to support us, give $100 or more in memoriam of our anniversary. That goes to support all of our different programming. So we have, tons of different programming. You can go to our website and check that out. If you're in need of those services, that's what we're there for. Almost all of them are absolutely free. Some that are transition based that have real costs to them. Extra costs, we ask somebody to put some money against that, but everything else is free, and it's here to help people live in the community and advance in the community.
Yeah, and that QR code, that's one of the ways you can make your gift.
Yeah, you can do it right now. Just put your phone up, boom! You can donate. That takes you to our donation page. But all of it stays within our services, our counties of services: Jackson, Lenawee, and Hillsdale. It helps people with all of our programs. It just helps people stay in the community and be as independent as they want to be.
Yeah, and a lot of people with disabilities don't have much money.
There's people that do. There's two parts of this. I always like to say, first part is people do have some money, and if you want people to come to your business and to do business with you, you got to make your building accessible. And you also have to have the right attitude to welcome people and reflect that. And then people that are on fixed incomes too, right? Well, those folks do need assistance at time, do need help with services, and need the potential to get help in other things, because society isn't perfectly formed yet, right? We want everybody to be involved, but that isn't how it is now. So some people do have to live very modestly, and they need some assistance at times.
One of the ways too, the ramp program, and that's amazing. You actually do the ramps for people.
Yeah, with Rotary, we do ramps for folks that are needs-based, which means that they have to fall within a certain income category to qualify. And we usually do between 6 and 8 ramps a year, and the person pays a percentage of the materials. But all of the design and all of the construction is volunteer driven and led, and that's done with dollars that are donated by the Rotary every year, between $7,000 and $8,000 every year to support the rest of the materials. And then Rotarians and our collaborative partners in the community come out and actually build the ramps. So we have a method, and you don't have to know how to do anything. We can teach you just to be dangerous enough to put it together. And it's really easy. It's usually just using drills, and we have a method to putting everything together in modules. So we're doing that. This year is a big year for us too, in that we are in need of a new person to be a construction lead. And if you out there are that person or know anyone that knows a person, we'd love to have you. It's about 20 hours a month for 3 or 4 months, and just coming in on site and helping build, and then making sure that the sites will do that. If we keep these things voluntary and free, it allows us to do more ramps. So our focus is getting resources out into the community. So we're looking for people just like y'all out there that might be interested in doing that. So you can contact us with Disability Connections and ask for Danny, and she'll set that up for you. And there's maybe a little slide later on, but we really appreciate it. It's only because of the generosity of people in the community and the Rotarians that we can keep doing this stuff. So we, like you said earlier, we really do need funding and bodies and people with attitudes that want to make the community a better place.
What are you guys doing to celebrate 100 years?
Well, we got a lot of stuff. I sent it to you and I'll see some, but we're doing an ADA celebration in July. We've never done one, as far as I understand. The ADA was signed in 1990. It is a protection for people with disabilities. We're in the 35th year of that. We're also going to be having our 100th year celebration, so we'll have all kinds of stuff from the history of Disability Connections available, tours of the facility, and we're working on an exhibition of Tom Olin, who is a famous photographer from the disability movement, of his stuff to be there exhibited during that month. So people can just come into our conference room and check out his really powerful stuff. He basically is the historian, the visual historian of the independent living movement. And now you have, we're seeing on the screen in here, we also have our inclusion event, which is a yearly thing, but we have Galen Lee is going to be coming. She's a little person that plays the violin, but also plays it in the style of the fiddle. So she's going to be coming. It's free. It's a pay what you can. It is a part of the JSO's Music on Tap series, second one. She's the winner of the Tiny Desk concert in 2016. So we're excited to have her. It's going to be a great event.
Nice. All these events and all these opportunities, you have them on your website, social media, and
Yep.
Everywhere else.
disabilityconnect.org, and our social medias, Disability Connections. Yeah.
Great to have you here. Thanks for coming in.
Hey, thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
You bet.
You bet.
John Hart, Executive Director of Disability Connections, celebrating 100 years.